Mr. Rogers Family Days returns to Latrobe. Volunteers are invited to help the city ready for the 4th of July. And 2 more men are due in federal court in a Snapchat hacking case involving Western Pennsylvania women and girls. It's May 26, 2026. I'm Joe Wells, filling in this week for Abigail Hakis, and this is your Bulletin Brief. Mr. Rogers Family Days is coming back to downtown Latrobe for its 10th year with a full week of family-friendly events planned for the first week of June. The celebration runs Monday, June 1st through Saturday, June 6th, honoring the life and legacy of Latrobe's favorite neighbor, Fred Rogers. This year, families will have something new to carry with them through the week, a free neighborhood passport and keepsake book. The booklet includes the week's schedule, pages for special event stickers, children's activities, autograph and photo pages, and more. Latrobe Arts Center Executive Director Michael Toussey said in a statement that organizers are excited to celebrate again this year, adding that while many of the free staple activities are returning, several new elements have been added. The booklets will be available while supplies last at the Latrobe Arts Center, Adams Memorial Library, and select featured activities. The week begins June 1st with several ongoing activities, including a self-guided Daniel Tiger storybook walk with participating downtown merchants, selfie stops at the downtown parklet, and the Mr. Rogers statue in James H. Rogers Memorial Park, sidewalk activities throughout downtown, and the summer opening of Rogers McFeely Memorial Pool. Also on Monday, the Fred Rogers Institute at St. Vincent College will host a community open house from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. with guided exhibit tours, family-friendly activities, and a banana split bar. Tuesday brings outdoor children's story time at Rogers McFeely Memorial Pool at 10:30 a.m., along with Latrobe Farmers Market from noon to 4 at Legion Keener Park. On Wednesday, June 3rd, visitors can check out Latrobe's monthly shop hop and night market from 5 to 8 p.m. That evening, the Fred Rogers Institute will host Sounds of the Neighborhood, a free piano duo performance featuring the pianos owned by Fred and Joanne Rogers. Advanced registration is required for that performance. Thursday includes storytime with Latrobe Police Chief Richard Bosco at Adams Memorial Library, cookie decorating at Latrobe Arts Center, and a children's book giveaway at the Greater Latrobe Laurel Valley Regional Chamber of Commerce Visitor Center. Then on Friday, children can attend a special performance and illustration workshop with WQED's Cartoon Academy illustrator, Joe Wass. Pre-registration is required. The big finale comes Saturday, June 6th from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. with Daniel Tiger, David Newell, better known as Mr. McFeely, the Neighborhood Trolley, a scavenger hunt, magic shows, reptiles, pony rides, carriage rides, face painting, food vendors, and live entertainment and more. Families can find the full schedule and registration information at mrrogersfamilyday.org or by calling the Latrobe Arts Center during regular business hours. And later this month in Latrobe, community members are being asked to lend a hand before the city's 4th of July celebration. A day of service is planned for Flag Day, Sunday, June 14th, to help beautify the parade route ahead of the Latrobe 4th of July celebration. Organizers said volunteers will help with a variety of tasks, including watering flowers along the parade route, pulling sidewalk weeds, spreading mulch, sweeping sidewalks, and picking up trash. If enough volunteers sign up, the group may also paint the curbs. Volunteers will also place flags throughout the city. Darlene Shine, who has placed flags every year in honor of her late father, Don Vargo, will provide about 100 flags for the day of service. Working gloves, safety vests, trash containers, and some gardening tools will be provided, though volunteers are welcome to bring their own gardening tools as well. Organizers also reminded residents that torn or tattered American flags can be properly disposed of by using the flag drop box outside the police station. The city created that drop box with Thomas B. Anderson American Legion Post 515 and VFW Paul Liza Post 3414, allowing flags to be ceremonially burned. The registration deadline for the day of service is June 7th. The event itself runs from 2 to 5 p.m. Sunday, June 14th. To register, email latrobeserviceday@gmail.com for more information. And in federal court, 2 more men are scheduled for plea hearings today in a case involving the alleged hacking of Snapchat accounts belonging to Western Pennsylvania women and girls. Federal prosecutors say 7 men, along with others, illegally conspired to hack into hundreds of Snapchat accounts between March 2020 and October 2022, according to grand jury indictment documents. Court documents say the men allegedly sought out photos of women and girls they knew and stored them in a folder called Local Girls. Records also show that some of the victims were minors. Dylan Michael Miller of West Mifflin and Richard Allen Martz Jr. of Meadville are scheduled for separate hearings today before Chief United States District Judge Kathy Bassoon in Pittsburgh. Miller and Martz are the only men in the case facing charges related to the sexual exploitation of minors. Martz is also listed as the lead defendant. 2 other men have already pleaded guilty in the case. Christopher Ryan Clampett of North Carolina pled guilty in April to conspiracy to commit wire fraud and aggravated identity theft. Michael Paul Yakovich of West Newton pled guilty to the same charges in March. According to information discussed in court and reviewed by the Bulletin, prosecutors described methods that included phishing text messages and leaked passwords to access accounts. The images were then allegedly saved in folders labeled with the victims' names and shared through messaging platforms. An adult woman who identified herself as a victim told the Bulletin that young women and girls who used Snapchat between March 2020 and October 2022 may want to check whether they received a text from a 724 or 412 number asking for a Snapchat access code. She said Snapchat verification messages do not come from traditional 10-digit phone numbers. Snapchat did not respond to a request for comment. And now, on to sports. Voting is now live for the Latrobe Bulletin Athlete of the Week, presented by Independence Health System. Readers can cast their votes through the end of the day Wednesday at LatrobeBulletinNews.com/athlete. On the boys' side, Greater Latrobe Track and Field's Preston Miller is nominated after competing in the 200-meter dash at the PIAA Track and Field Championships. Miller ran a 22.29 and finished 17th in Class 3A. Derry Area Track and Field's Jeremiah Guess is also nominated after a strong showing in the pole vault at the PIAA Championships. The event was moved indoors, but Guess still cleared 13 feet 9 inches on his third attempt, finishing in a 3-way tie for 11th in Class 3A. And Derry Area Basketball's Carson Long is nominated after helping the Trojans in their quarterfinal win over Hampton. Long went 2 for 2 at the plate and was intentionally walked twice. On the girls' side, Ligonier Valley Track and Field's Elise Wachowski is nominated after competing in the 100-meter dash at the PIAA Championships. She finished 18th in Class 2A with a time of 12.72. Derry Area Softball's Haley Myers is also on the ballot. Even in a loss to Elizabeth Ford, Myers had a strong outing, going 2 for 2 with a double and a home run before the Warriors intentionally walked her in the 5th inning. And Derry Area Softball's Alexa DeRazio is nominated after helping the Lady Trojans battle to the end of the WPIAL quarterfinal against Elizabeth Forward. DeRazio briefly gave Derry Area a 2-1 lead with a solo home run in the 6th inning. Again, voting runs through Wednesday at LatrobeBulletinNews.com/athlete. Athlete of the Week is presented by Independence Health System. Expert care here. Here's a look at today's local sports schedule. Derry Area Baseball plays Hopewell in the WPIAL third place game at Ross Memorial Park. First pitch is set for 7 p.m. In the Latrobe Derry Area Teener League, Nagels is at St. Joe's at 5:30 p.m. and Derry Ukes are at Frontier Club at 8 p.m. In Latrobe Little League, the Red Sox play the Cardinals at 6:30 p.m. And in Legion Baseball, the Latrobe Jethawks are home against 14th Ward at 6 p.m. Thanks for listening. For more local news, pick up the print edition, visit LatrobeBulletinNews.com, or follow the Latrobe Bulletin on social media. I'm Joe Wells, and this has been your Bulletin Brief.